Wow. Hello, 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 hello. It is your boys, the DM podcast, in somewhat of a somber state. Our Toronto Raptors just lost the game seven to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So this pod's gonna be a lot of Raptors talk. I ain't gonna lie. We're probably gonna talk about a lot about the Raptors. Probably the first half of this pod will be about the Raptors. Then we're gonna dive into the second round. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. How's my boy Wise doing today?
You already know, somber. I'm happy at the same time still. I can't front. I'm proud. So
So we can start off there. Game seven, Cavs, Raptors seemed pretty close, back and forth. I'm superstitious about this stuff, so I didn't watch a lot of the game. So you gotta tell me if I'm missing something. We were just talking off camera. They were up, you said 9-10? They were up 9-10 in the second or the third.
second quarter, end of the second quarter, like the
Yeah.
first part of the game, first half, Raptors were just battling. You know, mind you, guys were racking up the fouls though. Right, that was a big key here. Guys were racking up fouls, right? Scotty racking up fouls. You see what I'm saying? So playing hard. The biggest thing here is though, and this is the biggest thing here, it's the rebounding. That's really all it boils down to.
There's
Like
no rebound.
you can chalk up plus minus, who's shooting great percentage, who wasn't, da, 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 da. It honestly it just comes down to rebounding. It wasn't even rotations to me. To me, it wasn't even rotations. It was just rebounding. That's to me, once that gap is closed, for example, it'd be a different game, right? Plus, you got to give who we're down, right? Who were Cavs down in the starting lineup? I don't think anybody.
Nobody. They're healthy, full healthy.
Full healthy, right? Raptors were down starters. Ingram wasn't even balling, right? So it was like we're shooting ourselves in the health is health. Health is health.
It's hard.
So
It's hard to and it's funny because yeah, Minnesota lost DiVincenzo and they lost their two best players. But for some reason that team, it's more like Denver beat themselves. If we go to that, like Denver more beat themselves than
yeah,
the Wolves beat them. The Wolves also just competed. I'll give them that.
they
They
competed.
they were just outshining. Like McDaniels was playing like a guy. So, when it comes to the Raptors, like you just said, you don't have your starting point guard. You don't have your starting, and mind you, he wasn't good the first game, but let's just say, what if that knee thing was bothering him from day one? So you didn't have
Yeah.
a healthy, number one scoring option in BI. That's a lot missing. You know what I'm saying? That's close to 60 mil, 70 mil that's not playing. That counts. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I think the
Right.
game would have been different? I think who's to say, man? Because sometimes you can add more players that can hurt the team. It doesn't always mean it's going to help the team. Then your bench plays less. Maybe C&B plays less. Maybe Walter plays less and Shed plays less. So it doesn't always make it seem like that they were going to do well. But though it sucks that the Raptors lost. I know we're both feeling it, but I want to take a step back and go it's
Mm-hmm.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. One, I think we've been through worse losses. This ain't
100,
one of them.
100.
This ain't one of them. And then if people remember the beginning of the eventual winning the title, the Raptors lost in a seven-game series to the Brooklyn Nets, a more talented, playoff ready team. Kyle
Yep.
Kamara never experienced the playoffs. Now I'm hoping that this Raptors regime doesn't have to go through the same thing that the other one did, like losing to Washington twice, blah blah blah,
That was
coaching
horrible.
right. I hope that doesn't happen. But I think one thing this playoff showed us, and we'll talk about it throughout this offseason when we get a chance to, there's some guys you want to continue with. There's guys you want to build with. Scotty's a guy that we are like, okay, can we get this consistent Scotty? That's what we're hoping for. That's all we've asked for is a consistent
Because
Scotty.
this is a series and everything's keyed in. And I'm sorry to cut you off,
That's
but
fine, man.
you know, you really get to see the pedigree of a player in a playoff series, special playoff series, because more physical. If you're one of the guys, the one of the three guys, I'm going to say on a squad where you're going to get the ball, you're going to get your touch, you're going to get your shots, then the team has that scouting report prepared for you. So obviously, Cavaliers coaching staff came with a scouting report prepared to guard Scotty, RJ, you know what I mean, Ingram, whatever. They came with that in mind, right? So, but Ingram out, they really game planned for Scotty. Scotty still did his thing. Was the first player to reach 20 points in the game, right? He's not a superstar. You see what I'm saying? But he's just a workhorse, right? The effort from Scotty, the emotion, the emotion from Scotty, right? RJ had a hell of a series too. You know what I mean? Like it just shows like what guys are really made of, right? Jacoby, right? He was hitting some big time threes that time. You know what I mean? It's just it shows you the pedigree of certain players. Like Scotty, he definitely earned my respect, 100%, right? I would be dogging him throughout the season, right? But
Yeah,
to come out to play this type of game against a very talented Cavalier squad with vets and a superstar, right, and a shot blocker and a defensive player of the year,
come on,
former,
come on.
like
Here's the thing. This is why I'm like, okay, like once again, it sucks that the Raptors lost. But when we were doing our season preview, we
yeah,
said the only team the Cavs should lose to is the New York Knicks. And that's what it's gonna look like. You know what I'm saying? Like Boston came up, so we were about to be like, yo, Cavs, you could lose to Boston. You know, where like, you can lose to Boston or the Knicks. But besides that, your season rides on the fact that you should be the best team. Like to me, the Raptors lost game seven, but to me, they almost won this series because
yes,
like people don't like moral victories, but the way I can see this as a moral victory as a series is you took a team that everyone expect. That's why when these guys are talking, like Shaq, Barkley, all them people are talking like, oh, they're so disappointed in the Cavs. The
yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to crush the Raptors. Raptors supposed to win like
yeah.
one game.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, if you really put it on paper with
No
the roster
BI,
given, yeah,
no IQ. Come on.
yeah, we were supposed to, yeah, yeah, let's keep it a buck, but we just battle.
We battled and it was good, man. So I just think there's certain guys who you want to keep on this squad. I really think it's funny, right? A playoff series, even when a man doesn't play it, BI played what, maybe 2 games? Yeah, he played 2 or 3 games, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
People are gonna look at him differently, right? Not everyone wants to trade BI. It's hilarious, right? Now, do I want to trade BI? I if it depends on what we can get. Like I want the
I
team
was,
to be
yeah,
better.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I just want, and once again, we'll talk a lot more, and maybe I'll change my mind. If you ask me right now, what I want to see the Raptors do this offseason is one, and the most important thing is somehow trade that yacht contract. Do whatever you can to trade the yacht contract. You may have to trade a draft pick, or maybe Milwaukee will be like, fine, give us one, and we'll give you Miles Turner because their contracts are the same. So you'll take a bad contract for a
wow.
bad contract. So that's fine.
Miles Turner don't rebound though. That's the thing.
He doesn't rebound, but at least he can shoot the three.
Stretch the floor.
You know what I'm saying? At
Yes,
least he can
that's
do
true.
more on the court, but he doesn't rebound. But I feel like Yacht didn't really give us a lot of rebounding either.
He definitely would give you more than you see what I'm saying, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's
Like it's like
it's
Yacht
so
will give
tough.
you the rebound and Yacht's not a bad defender, but at least
No,
Turner
no,
is like a better not he's a better mobile defender. I should say in this league, you got to be a more mobile defender. But that's my number one thing. You trade it. You trade.
but if you look at it, if Turner was playing in this game, able to draw out, Jared Allen to the 3-point line, create more spacing, create better looks, maybe it will change a little bit. Yeah,
It would
definitely,
change, right? It's funny.
definitely.
Someone who didn't play well this whole series, and it sucks because he really needed a game because Mamu was about to get like someone was about to pay Mamu. Someone was gonna
Yeah,
pay him. But
yeah,
now Mamu, you might as well just resign. You might as well because he's on a player option. You might as well just keep the player option because
yeah.
you didn't play good enough to change that mental. You really did.
No, no.
So
So missing some shots at the rim, and I'm like, Mama, you hit these, right? And some threes, but the shots at the rim really hurt. Like it really hurt, man. You know what I mean?
I think,
Rebounding,
yeah.
rebounding.
He doesn't really rebound. He's not really a rebounder. He's more like a 3-point shooter. He's more of a 3-point. He's a power forward, sometimes small forwardish, but like he needs another big on the court. He can't be the big. He can't be the center. They realize that early. He's not the center. So yeah, so like to me, like yeah, number one thing is Pirtle. And then like honestly, like I don't think it's a successful season if you get rid of Pirtle. I ain't gonna lie. I think that
Oh shit.
I think that contract is horrible. You get rid
It
of
is. It's fucking
we said it before. I know I said it especially is that like you can't keep Ingram and RJ. You can't. Like as much as I would wish that's the case, you can't. One of those two needs to be more of like either has to be an elite scorer, like elite, like a Devin Booker elite, or needs to be a more like third, fourth option, like a Cam Johnson. You need more of like a Andrew Wiggins type, Dort
yeah,
type. Like you need that now on the squad.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like once again, like I have multiple ideas that this team can do. I heard the Portland's looking to trade Drew Holiday. I don't know if
Really?
the owners are hella cheap, so I'm not sure if he's gonna want a contract or not for Drew Holiday, or he wants like I don't know what he wants, but
Picks.
I would. You brought this up before. A point guard who plays defense on this squad, I wouldn't hate. I wouldn't hate.
100,
Drew Holiday is older
100.
though. He is older.
He is. But he is still doing his thing. Let's keep it 100. Doing his thing.
So
It's
like
just how much longer can he do his thing for?
that's the thing, right? Like, and he still has like I think the man has like almost 3 years left on his deal.
Oh shit. Okay.
So he's gonna be like 38 on that deal. You may not like it. Like you may not like that deal at that time.
It's tough.
So yeah, so I just once again we'll get to that. But for Raptor fans, I know it's so easy to get to the negative and be all negative and stuff, but I don't think this
Yeah.
is the time. I think this is not the time, man. Darko, good job, Darko. People be hating on him, heavy, heavy, but the man has heart. He has the team plays for him. I think the team likes him, and I think that counts. It's not like the Orlando Magic where the team fucking hates their coach and
That guy, he's gone. Did he get
always
did
gone
any news
tomorrow.
come out yet?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised they did. They honestly like it's 11 o'clock Eastern. I'm surprised like we don't hear a report. Let me just check Twitter because you never know. You never know. But yeah, yeah. No, I don't know. But but then I'm gonna argue something for Yak. I can't believe I'm gonna give Yak a little bit of
How
love.
much rebounds did he get today, by the way? Since I'm on the mobile.
Let's see. I mean,
How much rebounds did he get?
Yak he got 7 rebounds.
Yeah, Turner's not really getting that. I
And
don't
Jared Allen
think.
got 19. So you're telling me Jared Allen had a game, 22 of 19? He had a game.
Yeah, that's a Jared Allen. How many blocks did he double check? Did he have like 5 blocks
He
or
had
6?
3.
3? Okay. Okay. Well, Jared Allen had a hell of a game, man. Like if he would have more points if he was making his free throws,
It's crazy
obviously.
because
But
like Evan Mobley was a -4.
I don't know. Like everyone loves Evan Mobley. I don't see it.
I don't see the whole like I think he could be a solid player, but that's all I
He's
see.
a solid player. Yeah, definitely.
Um yeah, no. I just yeah, man. I think you know once again, man, it's okay. I keep seeing that like RJ, Barnes got hurt a lot and
Hmm.
they didn't call no fouls against him or on him. Like sure, it looked like Strus hit him in the head at one point.
Strus is playing so little bit dirty with Barnes at times. He gave him a headbutt, and then he's like, "Yo, I was just getting out the way." And I'm like, "Strus, we see the replay. Like you're impeding his path. You see what I'm saying?" So, but like when a player is killing you for the series, you're gonna resort to anything to stop that player to get in their head and whatnot. That's what Strus was doing. So that goes to show you how, again, what Barnes is doing for the squad. especially in the offs.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
He was playing through some sort of injury, some sort of leg or hamstring injury as well too. He has heart. When he picked up that fifth foul, going the full court to run down a loose ball against Jared Allen, he put his arm out to kind of stop out, and the refs called it.
Yeah.
You know, the refs let more go than that normally. You know, it's in playoff basketball. The refs were picking. I've seen the refs were picking and choosing which calls to make. They didn't make it consistent the whole game. Don't decide when okay, this is a foul, this is a foul, because there was a lot of I like to call celebrity fouls, right? And then when other guys were getting whacked, there was nothing. So it's just be consistent with the
So
officiating.
something to kind of piggyback on that. It's funny because I think someone posted it. Either I saw it today or yesterday. You remember that it was the Gills Arena pod, and they had Iguodala and Evan Turner. I think you may have brought it up in a pod before that like Evan Turner brought up that Elton Brand said, "Hey, we're facing who are they facing? The Boston Celtics, and the winner had to face the Heat in the playoffs. This is like Heatles, you know, LeBron, Wade, Bosh. Who do you think the league wants? Us, who beat Chicago because their Rose got hurt, or the Boston Celtics, who still have the big three? The league wants them. So I think about it like this, and I'm not trying to say like, any conspiracy, blah, blah, blah. But right now, what would the league rather have? The Pistons versus the Cavs or the Raptors versus the Pistons? You just have to do the math. Like, we'll make our
um,
prediction, but like, spoiler alert, I may pick the Cavs over the Pistons because,
but to
yeah,
piggyback, it's like, what would the league rather see? The Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Spurs or the Denver Nuggets versus the Spurs?
that's true. You're either the Denver Nuggets for the Spurs, but then you have the star in Wemby because they're both quote unquote small markets, but Wemby is the star. So that it wouldn't matter. You always have the star. As long as the main person, like New York, is the star, not anyone on New York. New
As
York,
long as one star is playing in
right?
general, doesn't
Or you
matter.
have
Okay.
big cities. Like Cleveland's not a big city, but at least Detroit is. But if you go Detroit versus Toronto, oh my gosh, they're like fuck. Like we just had Detroit versus Orlando. They don't even want Orlando to be there. They don't want Orlando. Unless they are exciting, like OKC exciting, no one wants them. They want like exciting teams to make
Like
it
the Pacers last year, you would say?
right,
Would you?
exciting. A very exciting team. And lucky, like they still kind of have that like momentum. Oh, the Pacers, that was Reggie Miller's team, the choke. Yeah, I remember that. It has a little bit of nostalgia with the Pacers. Indiana, the Hoosiers, like it's still a very
Yeah,
popular area. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I feel like the last like 15, 20 years, like Indianapolis gotten really popular. That Peyton Manning time, they've hosted, I know they hosted a Super Bowl, like if not one or two or whatever. Has climbed up as an area. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what else to even think right now, Like I don't think Donovan Mitchell was that great this series. I think Harden was actually pretty good. Um,
You know, like I said, they're playing at the averages for the season, more or less.
yeah, no one stepped up.
Harder.
No one
Yeah,
really was like, wow. Dennis Schroeder had to win you a game, but that's fine. Let's play off basketball.
it is. It is.
There's always going to be one person that's played. I do know, like, I'm looking at Twitter, and some people are trying to clown on RJ, and it's just
How can you clown on RJ at this moment?
he,
RJ had the best season of his career this year. He's had the one of the best. This to me is this best playoff series.
yep,
This is the best RJ we've seen RJ in the NBA, and people can still hate. It's crazy, and it's like men like women like numbers don't. You already know, and look at the numbers. It's this. Granted, this game wasn't the best game, obviously, but
yeah,
overall.
yeah.
But I
Uh,
like the fact RJ was missing at the rim, right, at times. But I like that he was being aggressive, like taking it to the rim, not selling
he
for the
has
jumper.
to, he has to, because not everyone is gonna be aggressive. Like not like
So
yeah, there's this one guy who he constantly is attacking RJ, and it's like, yo, bro, sometimes you think you know ball, but you don't know ball. Like you just if RJ doesn't attack, like the defense is gonna be like, okay, if RG's not on it, like we're gonna then Scotty's gonna have to go more. There's no one else on the squad that like who you gonna ask for, right? Like RJ has to be more aggressive. Now, do you want RJ to be aggressive? You kind of want RJ to be the third
You need him.
time, right? But if he needs to do it, you have to ask the man to do it. That's
Mhm.
and and I always feel like let's not forget what the man did in Game 6. The man won that game. Like that's why I was okay with whatever
Yes,
happened in Game 7, man. I was fine with it. They fought.
yeah, okay. They fought. They fought. They fought. They
You
fought.
can't you can't take that from them. And they fought. And like
So,
I'm overall,
I'm proud. I'm happy for this season. Still, I can't lie. This was
yeah,
overall a good season. We overachieved. If you look at it, I made a hot take beginning. I wanted to win a playoff series. We were close,
very close.
right?
They're very
And
close.
now what? Against the good Cavaliers squad, let's keep it a buck, right? They were the number one seed last year with more or less the same squad. So let's keep that in mind. You know what I mean? So
Like Darko improved. Scotty and Ingram were both all-stars. Scotty improved. Like so much things happened. I think one thing, we the thought process of Ingram is really good for the squad. And I think that's what Scotty, RJ needs. They need that. But I'm not sure if it's gonna work unless you have a really defensive point guard. Like if you had a Dyson Daniels and then you still had like you don't have quickly, you just have RJ thing. I think it's better because at least I always say Scotty just needs another defender on the court. If he has it, it makes his life a lot easier, a lot easier.
yeah,
But
we
like,
have.
yeah, you just need something like that, or just need more like complimentary guys. Like once again, Wiggins, Cam, uh, Dort. You need one of those, you need some of those guys. I think the young core of the bench is getting better. You know,
Yes,
uh,
yeah.
unfortunately, like if you don't trade Grady Dick, I think they want to see one more time if Grady Dick has anything in him. Like
I feel like it's his confidence at this point now,
yeah, yeah, 100% confident.
right?
It
So
kind of reminds me of Norm a little bit. Kind of reminds me of Norm because Norm was so up and down.
yeah,
And
yeah.
at one point it was really low, and then he just started becoming like Norm, like the Norm that we see. Like I always used to see, I believed in Norm, but he was so inconsistent.
Always
Like I was okay with Norm to the point that I was okay with trading DeMar like a few years before. I was okay with trading DeMar before Kawhi came. Like
crazy,
'cause I was like,
crazy.
no, I think Norm has the potential to being a really good starting two. And she just needed the time and the ability.
It
So
was the timing, yeah. Because Norm, he's balling out now.
yes, he is.
Ben.
But let's move on from the Raptors.
Shout out to CMB though. Hell
Oh,
of a
of
series.
course,
Shout out to
of course.
CMB.
I
You
think
know what I
like
mean?
the for sures that have to be here next year, the for sures, Scotty,
100.
CB, Walter.
Yeah.
Those are the three for sures.
Walter, yeah. He was keeping them honest with the three. Oh my God.
Like those three have to be. And like a guy on a low contract, battle. Because once again, having someone who can shoot the three is needed. I think the only thing I want to see Battle do is be able to like run around the court more and shoot. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
he's like a stationary shooter or if he can do more like
Off the catch like that. Yeah.
I want to see a little bit more from that from Battle. But that's like the three and then the fourth one. Now if you can trade Barrett and get someone like better, go ahead and please do it. Right? Go ahead and do it. But to me, don't trade RJ for someone like don't trade RJ for Norm Powell. It's the same person. Like I don't
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
I already have RJ. I don't need Norm. Right? Norm's a more higher percentage three-point shooter. So yes, I don't need
Um,
that. But like Norm is just as bad a defender as RJ was.
at
And
least Archie is a little taller. That's
right,
all.
you know what I'm saying? He can bang
So
bodies a little bit better. So,
yeah.
but everyone is available to me. Like everyone's available. Quickly's available.
Like quickly, yeah, I agree with that quickly. RJ, I don't want to see him traded to be
Yeah.
honest. Like something about a hometown played hella well, but that's just me. That's just my personal.
No, no, I agree with you 100%. I wouldn't. If it was my list, it goes, Scotty, CMB, RJ, Walter. Not don't even call me about. Once again, it has to be like you call me for Devin Booker and they want
Mhm.
RJ. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like
You got to, yeah, things that make sense. Things that
right.
make
If
sense.
it's like once
Yeah,
again. RJ for Zach Levine. I know this may sound crazy. I would say no.
That's not crazy. That's
Like
not crazy.
you need it has
That's not
to be
crazy.
someone like good. It has to be someone good, man. It just has to be.
Has
Or
to
you
be
have to
someone
be a
good
good
and
defender,
decent on both ends. Yeah, yeah.
right? Like it has to make sense, man. Like it has to make sense. You can't just be fucking trading people. Like,
So Sheet is up for grabs.
yeah, and I like him. And I like him, and I
I
would.
like him too, but he can't shoot a lick to save his goddamn life.
Yeah,
Can't shoot.
I would do. He doesn't have the potential like AJ Mitchell to me. He doesn't have that. I think AJ Mitchell can be a number one option. Um,
AJ Mitchell he's okay. He's okay. There's flashes with AJ Mitchell. He's got a nice looking stroke. You know what I
I
mean?
I think there's gonna be teams that are gonna be. Well, I think there's so much teams that are gonna be aggressive this offseason. I think like yeah, if you have a sliver of hope,
Nuggets. The Nuggets.
they have to make moves. They have to make moves, right? And let's. Do you want to talk about Orlando? Or you want to go to the Nuggets?
You know what? Since I brought up them Nuggets, let's go to the Nuggets, man. Let's go to the
At the
Nuggets.
end of the day, a lot of people are clowning on Joker, and but I think Joker did his thing. That
No,
team
he did. He
wasn't
did.
good, man. Yo, for some reason, what's his name? Gobert.
He's holding it down.
He
He's
just,
holding it down this series.
you know
I
what I'm
cannot
saying?
front.
Like people just don't like the guy, but the man has been a consistent good defender, like consistent good defender.
Gobert's been a consistent good defender for the past decade.
You know what I'm saying? Like the man's a good like
You
defensive
know, he's
piece.
had stretches or one, two, a couple series where it was, you know what I mean? But it's like saying Harden isn't good
All right.
because he had a few game sevens where he was ass. And it's like, okay, Harden's been, you know what I mean? So this goes with Gobert. Yes, he's had a couple bad series,
Yeah.
100%. Maybe five. Let's say maybe five. Does that make him shit? No. Or bad defender?
I
No.
would I wouldn't like I ain't gonna lie, man. I wouldn't mind getting Gobert on the squad. I won't lie. I know it sounds crazy, but like he that man had a 20 and 20 against the Lakers to close him out like 2 years ago. Let's
Brother,
forget that.
it don't sound crazy because the way Jared Allen had 9 offensive boards, I believe.
22 and 19. He's 22 and 19 today. You have to see these things.
9 offensive boards, right? So anyone that could block shots and rebound, come on down.
Yeah, I think the
Come on
argument
down.
will be for Yak that his back was hurt all season. I guess, but he's not getting younger, so
Bro,
he's not getting younger. But yeah,
even Hurdle healthy is not gonna move the needle crazy like
exactly,
that. Like
exactly,
healthy,
exactly.
right? So
Because you're gonna play Pirtle just to play him 20 minutes, just to put C and B there and put another, hopefully get another center. Like you're paying him man 28 M's, not next season, the following season, but like you're paying him too much money to be this way. So it doesn't make sense. But let's go to Denver, like we were saying. You let Jaden McDaniels talk shit. The man said there's no good defenders on the squad. And like
and that aged well.
but he
That aged
wasn't
like
wrong.
wine.
He wasn't wrong. If you don't have Peyton Watson and Aaron Gordon, who's playing defense?
Holy Christian Braun?
Who's playing defense? Because Denver Nugget fans want to trade that guy now. They're like, yo, because he's on a low contract this year. His contract gets up next year. And I think they did a 4 year, 115 for the guy.
With Braun, right?
Yeah, I think.
These guys are fucking wilding over there.
Yeah, they.
So with no Payne Watson, no Aaron Gordon, shoot, two defenders can really swing the series like that, huh?
See, then Payne Watson is he's a contract next year, right? Or this year. His contract's basically up. He's a restricted free agent. So you have to pay the man. You have to pay the man. But you can't afford everyone because that's why more than likely either Aaron Gordon's getting traded or Cam Johnson's getting traded. But I think it's gonna be Cam Johnson. And they're saying even Jamal Murray's up for grabs.
Cam Johnson just fucking got there. Just fucking got there.
He has an expiring contract at 23 mil.
They're gonna let that shit. They're gonna let that nigga walk.
They have to. They can't afford everybody.
They
They can
just gotta let
afford
him walk. Yeah.
yeah. So they have to trade Cam Johnson for like maybe some lower salaries so that they can waive or blah blah blah. They have to do something because they generally can't afford everybody.
You keep you keep Aaron Gordon. You keep Peyton Watson. You obviously keep Joker. Obviously, Murray, like the core for the championship, you want to keep. Obviously, you traded Porter, but you want to keep, right? Bruce Brown, you want to keep, right? But
They may have to trade two of their contracts. The way I'm looking at it, they may have to trade two because if you pay Payne Watson next year, they're already at 215 next year, and that's without paying Watson.
holy shit.
Because Braun's contract starts at 21 mil next year. So there's Jokic at 59, Jamal at 50, Aaron at 33, Cam at 23. So JV's contract is not guaranteed. It's 10 million, so they can it's not fully so they probably cut it down to five. Then you have
Okay.
Najee, Zeke Najee, who like everyone thought he was gonna be much better. It didn't happen. And then you have Christian Braun, and then you still have to pay Payne Watson. So, and do you want to keep Tim Hardaway Jr.? Do you want to keep
I
Bruce
don't think
Brown?
they do. I don't think they do.
He was like third and sixth man of the year.
How's his defense though?
Yeah, it's whatever. Do you want to keep Spencer Jones? Do you want to keep Bruce Brown? Like, you gotta think about these things.
I
So
feel like Bruce Brown, he just came back again. No, he just came back, right? His 3-point shooting is not the greatest. He's streaky. He can play defense though.
yeah, they can't afford it. They may have to trade two mans. They may.
You think they're really gonna give up Murray?
I won't lie. If you can call someone for Murray's 50 mil, that's a lot. But trade for two mans and still trade Cam Johnson, then you'll be okay. But you're asking for a lot. Who you have to have a team that has two like a 20 and 30 million dollar contract, which oddly enough, the Raptors have that. If they were to trade quickly and like RJ or something, but quickly and RJ for Jamal Murray seems like a lot.
100%. And Jamal Murray's not coming like a two-way player. I mean, if Jamal Murray's coming like a two-way player, and then you said that, it's not out of hand. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I
yeah,
still, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Yeah, so they got to make some moves. A lot of teams, yeah, I said this offseason is gonna be funny, man. Denver has to do some shit. We're talking about the Clippers before. The Clippers got to do some stuff. Phoenix, I've been saying they should trade Devin Booker, but the Matt
Yeah,
Ishbia,
you
the
know.
owner, was like, I will never trade this guy. That's my guy.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. Okay, I guess, but
I told you.
that's
Yeah,
that's money's gonna creep on you. It's gonna definitely creep.
I
But
know that contract is
I don't know, man.
but credit the Timberwolves.
I think if you can trade Jamal Murray and try to get like, yeah, if you can try to get two guys, I wouldn't be bad.
It wouldn't be.
But it has to be people who can work with Jokic.
I feel like anyone can really work with Jokic as long as you can kind of shoot.
They're saying maybe even a Kevin Durant, trade Murray for Kevin Durant.
I don't even want to hear any Kevin Durant anything. I don't. I genuinely don't because this guy is just.
Yeah, see, let's talk
Nah,
about two
enough
guys
said.
eliminated. See, we did Nuggets. They have a big offseason. We'll talk about it more in the offseason too. Nuggets have a big offseason. The Houston Rockets. The thing is, I'm gonna tell you, brother, they're not doing any changes. They're keeping Kevin Durant. I don't think he's getting traded. They
No,
their whole mentality was, well, Fred got hurt, so guys, we're gonna try again next year.
I hear you, but like, Luca was hurt. Reeves is hurt. They're missing more than y'all.
And Fred has a player option, so he may try to do like like sign me long term. I'm 32, sign me to like a 3 year, like I'll restructure my deal to make it 20 mil and 20 mil for the next, 4 years type shit.
So
He,
80 million. Fred is $100 million man. Don't do this.
he's gonna want it. He's getting 25. He got 25 this year, didn't play. He's gonna get 25 next season, but it's a player option. Like help us a little bit, please. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would ask it, but you help us a little bit.
Fred, them healthy. Health is important, but them Rockets, they folded too soon. They folded too early. You know what I mean?
And then they're another team. I think they could technically afford to keep Tari Eason next year. They could afford it. They can afford it. It just won't look good. Because
They
eventually
messed up trading Cam Whitmore too, I feel.
they could honestly, I think they could have kept Jalen Green.
Oh shit, yeah. That guy's he's a
I think
volume shooter though. High volume, that's the thing.
yeah. When I say they could have kept, maybe they couldn't keep Jalen Green. I honestly think, man, if these guys all just looked at OKC or Boston and said, "Hey, if we just play like a team, dog, we can win titles and everyone can get bread.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
everyone can get bread. Like we can say Sengun's our offensive engine, and we all just kind of feed off him. Let's just all feed off him. Like I think they could have done a lot with that. Jabari can get his touches, his points. Like
Smith Jr. had a good series, you know. Jabari Smith Jr. overall had a good series. Really taking him, but
he's 22. He has the longest contract with the Rockets. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna make any moves. If they make any moves, they're trading Durant. That's their only move.
they're not trading that nigga.
Yeah, they're not. They're not at
Not
all.
saying that.
Another team that got eliminated this past week, Atlanta Hawks, and they got eliminated. They lost by
God,
we
they
we don't even spend a lot of time. All we know, you guys lost by what 60?
they lost by 60.
The,
They
the,
got baptized, bro. They got baptized.
the
Let's
media
keep it
was
above.
moving like this team was gonna fucking beat the Knicks. They were
They
moving like
were.
Jalen Johnson was the fucking next guy.
Was the next guy. They're like, fuck Trey Young, right? Let me tell. We both know Trey Young ain't losing it in a closeout game by 60.
Not by
We
60.
don't know. Not by 60.
Yeah, so like, nah, they disrespected, man. The whole thing was disrespectful. But Atlanta, I guess they think they have a bright future because they have the Pelicans pick, which can fall to like, top five. They can get a top five draft pick this season. So
In
it's
the
not bad.
top five, though.
Like it's not bad. So they can start. But if I'm them, if you have the fourth pick, it's hard. If you have like honestly the third or fourth pick, it's hard. Because that's like Cam and then Caleb. Do you want a power forward or do you want to you like what do you even want if you're that team? Maybe a shooting guard. Maybe want something like that. Maybe a center of the future. No, a Kongu is it kind of the center of the future. Like
Is he 6'8", 6'9"?
he's big body. He can get rebounds. He's starting to shoot the three better. Like I think Atlanta has like what do you do with
Atlanta's
Kaminga?
upside.
What do you do with Kaminga?
Kaminga needs to just continue to learn to shoot the three because that's really I feel like what's killing him shooting the three. Because anytime you see that nigga take a three ball and he misses, when he misses, he does miss a lot. It's a bad miss. So you know when players and guys are not really closing on him. Like now with the analytics and everything, fuck the analytics. This is
They
you got to
have money.
space.
They actually have money next year. Like if they decide not to keep Kaminga, they got like they can get like 50 mil to the cap because they're at 153 next year. If you take out Kaminga, they'll be at like 130.
Shit, okay.
Just not bad. They'll definitely have room. And Jalen Johnson's contract is pretty even, 30 grand, 30 mil a year. And Nikhil is on like a beautiful contract.
He's on the
Beautiful.
low, but we know that's gonna change.
It may not,
Once
he's on like a his next is a player option in 2028, 2029 season. So he has two more
what?
years at like 15 mil. Yeah. They have a lot of low contracts. Legit, they can try to go big fish if they wanted to. They can really.
But I don't see Atlanta doing anything that's going to really move the needle like that in general. That organization. When was the last time we seen Atlanta in the finals again?
Finals, like 60s, I think.
See, nigga, what you say? The '60s
I think so.
civil rights movement.
Yeah, I think so still.
Okay,
Like Dyson Daniels he's like the second highest paid player on the team.
yeah, Dyson Daniels, second highest player on the team, and to me the second worst shooter in the league.
Yeah,
And I like Dyson Daniels, but you cannot shoot to save your kid's life, not alone your life. Let's keep it a bundle.
yeah, that's not good. That is not good, man. At all.
He's abysmal at shooting, abysmal. And if you see the numbers and you see the in game, it's thank he's a defender.
Yeah. Last team we can talk about that left is the Boston Celtics. I think I'm very proud of them. for not playing Jason Tatum last game. I don't understand that starting unit that Missoula did. I'm assuming he's trying to.
No one does.
I'm assuming he's trying to tire them out. Maybe he's trying to tire out.
Tyre, Tyre, huh?
I don't know. But
I hear you, but
the
it's
plus
you're
minus was
finding
good.
excuses for Missoula at that
Yeah,
point.
I think the plus minus was good for them for what the guys that they had on. That's why he tried to tank. He just tried to tank. I don't get it why he did it. I don't understand. I think with Boston, I think if like Kada can be more of like a, yo, I'm getting every game I'm getting 15 and 10. I think sky's the limit for that team. Jason Tatum didn't play, thank goodness. Pritchard, militant, like you always say. He's
Middleton in the series overall, but that was a bad game. Well, not a horrible game seven, but
yeah,
13. Couple of this, couple of that. Yeah, it was.
I know. So like, I don't know, man. I think Boston's still good, man. They shouldn't go crazy.
No,
They
they're
shouldn't go
good. They're
crazy.
good.
I know they're talking, like, yo, should we do a Jalen for like Giannis, which that would be pretty good. I'm pretty sure Milwaukee would do it for sure. If you're Boston, like in my mind, like why are you still trying to break up those two guys?
I don't agree with that. I
Like
don't agree with that.
Jalen Brown had his best fucking season, and you're like, okay, cool, but Jason's back now.
That's
Fucking
the
guy.
business.
Like, nah,
That's isn't that crazy? Isn't that
those
crazy?
two guys are they work well together. I think Jalen knows that it's Jason's team. Jalen just wants to be respected, but he's to me, he's getting paid like a number one option.
Well,
We
that
all
200, definitely,
we all see
bro.
Jalen Brown as a guy.
I would not care about respect with 200.
Why you
I
have to
would
be
not.
number one? Like
I
why do
wouldn't care
you
about
have to
respect
be
with
number
200.
one? Like, does he have to be the number one guy? Does he have
I'm
to?
getting. I'm getting 200. I don't care if I'm number seven guy. I'm getting 200.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't care. I'm gonna play my role. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Whatever the case may be. Like Jalen almost averaged like a 30 ball this year,
Like,
right?
put Jalen in Atlanta because I know Atlanta, like I said, Atlanta has space, so you can do a odd sign and trade with Kaminga and the thing. But like, why would you put Kaminga and like, if Jason Tatum doesn't have a next man, Mazzulla's a great coach, but like, it'd be the same thing that happened this year. They're not gonna go nowhere.
Yeah, they're not gonna go anywhere. And Kaminga and Brown. I mean Kaminga with Tatum. That tandem,
Doesn't work.
and it's not gonna work because Kaminga can't shoot a three right now.
Exactly. And
And Boston is. We're gonna shoot 40 to 53s a game
they
minimum.
should chill on that. I think that's why they're losing games.
100, 100.
Let Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown shoot their middies, dog. They're good mid range shooters.
I know. Everyone's behind the line. Everyone's
Like,
behind the fucking line, and only Kata comes out to set a screen and roll to get a three behind the fucking line.
you're done. You're down by one, and you're like, okay, cool. Why are you going to why are you shooting a three? Fuck.
Why did Vucevic not play a minute?
They don't fuck with that guy, man. I think people regret the trade for him and Anthony Simons. I thought Vucevic would be better, man, but he wasn't, man. His defense is not good.
It's
I'll be
not, bro.
very. I wonder if he'll be in the league next year to keep it all the way 100. I don't know
I
if
mean, when he was on the Bulls, they were the Bulls, and he was literally last. He was averaging like 18 and 8.
I know, but I don't know who's gonna take him. He's unless he's a maybe.
Sacramento
Of course, they're stupid, so it's very possible. But he could be a good backup, like the kind of way JV was for.
Pelicans. Go to Pelicans. Go to Pelicans, Utah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Thing is, Vucevic can rebound. Like he just doesn't play defense. So it's like, could he be a backup to Yak? But like, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that at
I know we like the 3-point shooting, but we need defense because.
I
But
wouldn't be
the
surprised.
defense, our defense isn't bad. Our defense isn't bad, but
No,
it's just
no.
the rebounding
Yeah,
was
yeah. We're
killing
top
us.
five defensive team. It's just the rebounding's trash.
It's the
Uh,
rebounding is fucking like it was,
I was
brother. It
thinking,
was just
I was
hurting my head.
thinking, I was thinking Vucevic and the Pacers, but they have Huff, so I'm not sure if they would want that. But if
I
Huff
mean,
was
off kind
coming
of
back next
balls.
year,
Off kind of balls.
yeah, if Huff wasn't coming back next year, the Vucevic could go to like Utah, maybe be a backup. Oh, they have Nurkic. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't know if I don't know.
CBA, CBA.
Legit. Legit. Okay, let's now talk about these, semifinal games. Let's
Let's get it.
talk about, the team that beat Boston, Philly. Congrats to Philly. Paul George has had a good series. He's actually really good. like old school Paul
He
George.
had a really good series. And what term are you talking about in
He
a good
played he
series?
played good defense, man. He really did.
Okay,
He played solid.
there we go. There we go. Good
Um,
job, Paul George.
the scoring was good too. I think he averaged like 16.
The scoring was good too.
Yeah, I think he averaged 16. Honestly,
Five
dude.
or ten is a good percentage, but I'm sorry. It is what it is. Stars have to fall from grace, and this
He averaged 17.
okay.
Yeah, he was good, man. He was actually solid. Joel Embiid is crazy. Joel Embiid only played 4 games. How? How did they win the series after 4 games?
Played
What?
4 games, but that last game he was going dumb, dumb. The last game,
And the thing is, in the playoffs, the man's all across the board. He's averaging the most assists, rebounds, and points on the team. He's number one on all 3 categories.
yo, Joel is a very talented player. Let's keep it above.
He's very talented. Very
Like
talented.
it's like let's bar none. He's very talented. He had a hell of a series. Let's not get it twisted, but it's just the antics and can he stay healthy?
It's simple.
That's it. When he's on court, there's never been an issue like Joel's on court. He's shit. There's never been no issue with that. It's just the injuries. And granted, he got banged up on the knee. Who fell on his knee? PG in Game 7 fell on his knee.
Yeah.
He was hobbling. I was getting at him for a bit, like, oh, this nigga. But you know what? It was a real fall. We all seen it. He got back in the game and he went and he continued to cook. I respect that.
He's playing 36 minutes too. So it's not like he's not playing minutes.
I he's like it's like we say, he's hella talented when he's on the court.
And New York, where like they play with their food, they clearly didn't play with Atlanta at one point. They're like, yo, what are we doing? All of a sudden, OG, who was fucking phenomenal this whole series.
Lord,
So phenomenal. But like, I know how good
Lord.
OG is, but I also want to say OG's not that good. Like,
Hell
OG's
no.
good. But like the way the world is looking at OG, like, boy, he's just no. No. I'm telling you,
Because he has a Knickerbocker jersey on.
it's simple.
That's the only
Like,
reason why.
nah, man. OG's always been a lockdown defender, always been a
With the
top five defender.
Raptors.
Like always.
Yes.
He's always been good.
Yes.
But let's not like chill out. Like chill out. We
We had defenders, Holy.
at
We
one
had
point
actually had some
defenders.
defenders.
Yo, Fred at the point, and you had even
OG,
Kyle at his older age was still a good defender. OG,
Kawhi,
Pascal. Nah,
Pascal.
yeah,
Holy shit. We had guys
Doc,
that could hold it down.
we were playing good defense. So New York should be the favorites. If you had to go, what's your what's your prediction?
Yo, I first and foremost this is round two, so yeah, everything got to be 7 games. I don't give a f what it is. Maybe that Minnesota San Antonio, maybe that could be tricky, but Minnesota competes. But this series is for sure 7 games. Like Philly has regained their confidence, their stride. They beat Boston, right? MB, the haters, MB shut the haters up. You see what I'm saying, right? PG is not a pedestrian anymore, right? Maxi is Maxi's just been consistent. You already know. And VJ, he's coming. He's
He's
playing
still a
off of
rookie.
Maxi.
Everyone needs to realize he's still a rookie.
Still a rookie, and he's had a 30. He's has 30-point games in this series,
He's still a
right?
rookie.
So I feel like it should be the Knicks, but overall talent wise, who has a more talented roster to you?
That's an amazing question because I think it's they're both high talented and it's just even.
I want
You
to
know what?
say Philly by a sliver.
I
I
want to say
want
the
to say
Knicks.
Philly by a
No, I
little.
gotta go Knicks because at least the Knicks talent shows up. I know Bridges hasn't played well, but their talent has showed up. PG has had a good series.
Yeah,
Let's not
he
give him
has.
his
He
flowers
has. He
yet.
has.
He's had a good series. Let's see if he can do more. The series just honestly comes down to like what Embiid we're getting. Like what Embiid we're getting. Because I think if we're getting like good Embiid, I do think it's a 7 game series.
100.
But
100.
a
Like
seven
Towns can't do anything. Mitch can't.
though my thing is like who is Brunson guarding? And he has to
You know
guard
who Brunson's guarding. He's a pylon, so not really
he,
anybody, but
he has to guard Oubre. Because you have to hide him. Because Hart is gonna guard Maxi.
he has to.
McHale is gonna guard Paul
VJ?
George.
Okay.
And then
Who's on VJ?
who else is on the Knicks?
OG.
No, then you switch it up. let's talk this out. You can make Carl Towns guard because you what you could do is let OG guard Embiid
Hell no.
because OG has guarded Embiid well.
I wouldn't do it in a playoff series. He's gonna wear him out.
Because then Carl Towns is 1,000% getting is gone. Like he's gone.
The foul trouble is scary with him still. Like he has to. There has to be some sort of double team to
Yeah.
force live Embiid's hands, or like force them to win the game on shooting, not with Embiid. I'm gonna say not interior, I guess, because if you're gonna have Towns go 1 for 1 with Embiid, that's a lot of fouls racking up. You as a Knicks, you need Towns, so
Yeah. So then do you go Mitchell Robinson then?
you
You
have to.
you don't start Josh Hart then. You go Mitchell Robinson.
You have to. You have to. But still, Josh Hart still you're gonna get your 30 minutes. So it doesn't matter.
Right.
27 to 30 minutes. You're still gonna get that. So
So yeah, I'll go Knicks. I really want to go Knicks in six, to be honest.
woo!
'Cause I think Philly also has a tendency to like crater.
They
Like,
do. And it's crazy because my two favorite players on that squad is Maxi and Oubre. Shout out to Lowry, right?
yeah,
But
yeah. So I'll give a 6 or 7 for them.
I'm
Um,
going 7. I'm going Knicks in 7 though.
yeah, it should be hopefully a long series. It should be fun because Philly,
It's gonna be
it's the two East teams, very East. Also, just a quick note on the Raptors and Cavs. This whole playing not like us, I'm telling you, as like used to listen to Kendrick Lamar a lot. I don't listen to Kendrick Lamar anymore. This not like us is so overplayed. One thing, 97% of the Raptors, well, yeah, 97% of the Raptors are American born. So
100%, yeah.
chanting USA to the Toronto Raptors makes no sense. Team that plays in Canada, but none of them are Canadian except AJ
Yeah,
Lawson and RJ Barrett.
yeah, that's it.
You're
Yeah,
literally talking to people who are American. It doesn't make any to them. They're like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's USA. It doesn't make sense to them. Like, don't that you're not winning a battle here. You're not. It's not Team Canada. It doesn't.
It's crazy.
So you look like idiots chanting that. So please
Yeah.
continue looking like dumbass.
Americans are ignorant still. They're ignorant, man.
It makes no sense. You're
They be
chanting
ignorant still.
that they would chant themselves at home. What are you saying? Um, yeah. So like, what's series? The next series bouncing. Detroit and freaking who they facing? Oh, Cavs. We're just saying it. Trading Cavs. Honestly, I'll go straight to it because like Detroit was almost well, I wouldn't say they were lucky. Orlando sucks. But Orlando was up 3-1 at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like Orlando almost beat themselves. Orlando's weird.
Orlando did beat themselves. Like these guys are. Oh
And
man.
I truly think if it was Toronto versus Detroit, bro, I was gonna get disrespectful and say the Toronto in six. So if I truly beat Toronto in six, I think the Cavs and Toronto matchup is way better for them. I think if the Cavs are not going to play with their food, yo, Cavs in five.
Facts. Facts. I would say 5 or 6. I would say 5 or 6
I
still.
would respect the trade and give them six because
I'll respect them and give them 6. I'll give them 6.
Assor is going to guard Harden maybe because you want to
Hmm.
stop Harden over Mitchell a little bit, but like yo, please Cunningham, please do whatever you want to do. I don't care. Score whatever you want to score. It's not gonna fucking impact us. It's not gonna impact
He had to have 40-point games to win.
to win.
For Pistons to win, you have to have 40 minimum. If he's not scoring 30, it's like they don't have a chance of winning that game in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
So to me, let him do his thing. Um, we were talking about Jamal Murray, so it just came up to me. You can somewhat trade Murray for maybe Suggs and
Hmm.
like 'cause Suggs' contract and someone else's contract is probably gonna pay 20 mil. Trade him to Denver, put Murray with Apollo and a Franz. Let's see if they can cook. Let's
I
see.
mean, that's not bad. Like Murray's better created and a better point guard than Suggs, and Denver is getting better defense
Right. So
with Suggs, and
it helps a little bit more
so
toughness.
it helps.
Like
It
I think
helps.
Suggs
It
is one of
helps.
those underrated people that may get traded this offseason.
Whoever gets that guy is gonna be happy. Let's keep it a bundle.
And the thing is, I would love for them to trade him to like Toronto, but I don't think Orlando's
We
gonna
were
want.
supposed to draft him too.
Like, I don't think Toronto's gonna want to do that. Definitely don't think they want to do that. No, not at all.
We
Um,
so-
yeah, so I don't think Orlando took the Detroit to 7. So yeah, I definitely think the Cavs can beat them. I think that's a good series for Jared Allen, actually. I think who's guarding Evan Mobley? Tobias? Is it Tobias
Oh,
again?
Tobias having a hell of a
You,
playoffs.
you could put Jalen Duren on him and let
Yeah,
Tobias guard Jared Allen. They can just kind of switch because Jared Allen's not
I
a
would,
loser.
yeah, I would switch. I would keep switching. Yeah, yeah,
And then you just keep attacking Duncan Robinson if you want to.
that's
Like
all you can.
Detroit's not a defensive team like Toronto is, like from my standpoint. Yeah, if you put Ron Holland fucking beef stew, then yeah, it can be. But I think the Cavs are just better offensively. You know, they're better. So I was like you said, Cavs in 5-2 or Cavs in 6, one of the two.
I'm gonna give Detroit respect and give them six. Cavs and six.
Yeah, I'll say 5, man. I hope 7. I don't care. Hope 7.
We all hope some, but if this is a real predictions, no bullshit takes, no
Yeah.
rage bait, clickbait, then I'm going six. You going five? Fuck it.
Let's go Western Conference, a conference that like was supposed to be battling out, but the Eastern Conference decided to like kick ass when it comes to battling.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
OKC LA, there won't be a Luca. There will not be Luca. He will not be
There
showing up
will not be Luca in this series.
unless he's coming game 6 or 7. And like, why risk it?
Why risk it for real? You know, you guys are not winning the ring. So
Yeah, what's your don't before you I want us to do 1, 2, 3, and then put your number up what you think is gonna be. Okay.
okay.
1, 2, 3. Oh, you're nice. You're being I don't see Lakers winning this game. Like Austin Reeves is scoring 40 then. That's what you're telling me.
They're gonna have like a. They're gonna have. I feel like the league, the Lakers, are gonna have some sort of respect and win respect for themselves and win a game. Like maybe they're gonna shoot hot. I'm gonna say they're gonna have a hot game. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
Five.
it has to be, man, because like I don't see how.
They're gonna have a hot game. Like they're gonna have a Kennard where he's dropping. They're gonna have LeBron. They're gonna have a
It
Reed. They're gonna
has
have a
to, because
Reeves.
like
Smart. Like
OKC fouls a lot, and like
we know. Oh, we know that Denver series really put it on display from last season.
and
We know.
and you know why OKC team is gonna win for sure, bro. Let's just talk bench. You're pulling out. So the Lakers starters are gonna be Smart, Reeves. They should start Rui for defensive
Hmm.
purposes. Rui,
Hmm.
LeBron, Aiton. Okay, so your bench is Laravia, Kennard, what Jackson Hayes, and
And what's my boy Vanderbilt?
Cap. OKC's bench: Isaiah Joe, Wiggins, um,
Crusoe,
Caruso. So I just oh my gosh, 3 guys are gonna attack Cason Wall,
AJ,
AJ Mitchell,
Jared McCain.
Jared. Lakers can't compete with them scoring wise. Can't compete with scoring wise. Come on,
You
man.
tell me Jake LaRave was gonna go off on that, dog?
Who's just gonna
Holy
play the
shit!
lightest defense of his life? Dort's gonna be like, oh, this is really. We even said we said 5 guards. They said Jalen Williams, the big man, and then the other Jalen Williams is not even fucking playing right now
He
because
got topic. Like, did he even make the playoff roster type shit?
like
He
you
got
know what I'm
topic.
saying? Oh my
Like,
God,
you got too
they,
much guys.
they have too much guys. Honestly, this sounds I'm being disrespectful when I say this. Lakers can take a guy from OKC. They can take 2 men from OKC and still not be OKC. I think 2 of their mans. Nah, man, you're not winning.
Holy shit! Don't do this. Holy
Too
shit!
much.
Yo,
I think 4, Doc. I can't even really.
I'm gonna say five. I'm gonna say, yo, these guys have to be hot one game. Like, they have to be hot one game.
No,
That's the only reason I'm giving them a win because they're hot. Like I'm not giving them because they're better. Because
and I'm
let's put,
disrespecting LeBron right now. I'm disrespecting LeBron. I'm saying he's
yeah,
not great.
yeah. I don't
If
see understanding. Those guys
Luca,
play too fast. They play too up
yeah,
and down.
yeah,
Like LeBron
yeah.
is not going up and down the court like
They
that.
go on runs. They like, yeah, no, no, no. If Luca was on, oh, this is potentially 6, 7 game series.
Potentially, yeah. Because then, yeah, there's some threats. Like if all three of them were there, and then Aiden was doing his thing, 15 and 10, then okay, it's what.
Because Dor would be on foul trouble because clearly he would have to hit this guy to beat him. And like, Luca beat
Yeah.
this team. Maybe OKC wasn't ready yet, but Luca beat this team with Kyrie and fucking PJ Washington. So anything is possible. Anything is possible.
But now this is the OKC after the ring.
More
So
calm.
they're just like, yo, we ain't losing. We have a fucking ring. Like,
Not losing.
what are we doing? Come on, guys. We're champions. Okay.
Um, Minnesota versus San Antonio.
See, this is tough. This is tough because San Antonio is a young team with a fucking alien there. Like legit a fucking alien, right? 7 foot 4, 5, right? Like a 9 foot 6 wingspan, 9 foot wingspan, right?
And I don't think Rudy's guarding him. I don't think Rudy's guarding him. I think Rudy's guarding someone else. But I don't know who Rudy can guard. Because
Who
like,
else are you guarding? Because San Antonio goes with
yeah,
all guards and Wemby.
yeah. So
The,
maybe he has to. The thing is, what Minnesota has is they have size. Like they
the
have size.
overall they do have size because they have length.
Yeah.
If you really take them, they have length because Dante, the one was a 6'3" guy, right? Then
Yeah.
Ant-Man was 6'5", right? And then you got McDaniels, Nas Reed, Gobert, like those guys are all long.
They say
You know what I
Ant
mean?
is like first he was doubtful, now he's like questionable for game 1. So he may play game 1, but he'll probably play game 2 or 3.
I don't get what's going on here.
Yeah.
Because I seen what I seen. Granted, Ant-Man is like 20, 25.
Yeah.
So when you're that age, it's like you can have a sprained ankle with like a tennis ball, and then next week you're dunking again.
Um,
So
I think when it comes to this series, Gobert is not going to be needed. Like he's not that he's not needed. It's just it Wemby. Yeah, no, it's between you just bully them. If you want to win, you do the opposite side and you bully them. You put Julius Randle on the block. Yo, give him the ball. Who's guarding him? Champagne.
yeah, you got to bully. You got to bully.
And then, but you have to also take Wemby out the paint.
Yeah.
Wemby out the paint. Have some potential shooters around them.
But
And
if Gobert is there, how you gonna take him out of the paint?
you can. That's the thing. I don't think Gobert can play this series. You gotta take Wemby out the paint.
So,
Yes, but I
so
I'll say because I kind of like Minnesota's grit. I kind of like their grit. Like they don't fold. I'm
they
gonna
don't.
say I will say the Spurs. I will definitely say the Spurs. Because if Ant was like fully healthy, I may go Minnesota.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe, yeah. Because he doesn't want to not get to the conference finals. This is the third straight year they could do it, and I feel like they kind of want to do that again. Like I
yeah,
really feel deep down, it's like, yo, the way they're all playing with confidence, like, and if Ant comes back for real, even if he comes back game 2,
no, this team's
this
good, man.
this series, like, Spurs should definitely win this series, but I feel like it's gonna be a 6 game series.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. It definitely should be a 6 game series. It should
You
be.
know, because let's keep it a buck. In the West, we want to see. I know the fans want to see a San Antonio and an OKC
Yeah,
West
'cause
final.
that's the most like, yo, what are we gonna get? OKC beat this team all the time throughout the
Mhm.
whole. Is like, is OKC done already? Can these young pups in San Antonio like win? Like, is it done? Because I think everyone who's coming out the West is winning. I for
I
sure.
agree. I agree with that. I agree with
I
that.
think.
It's hard to see anyone out the East winning against those two teams.
Yeah, honestly, even against Minnesota. What
Yeah,
Minnesota showed me
Minnesota,
against
especially Minnesota
Denver.
Ants.
Yeah,
Oh,
like what Minnesota showed me against Denver, because I think Denver's such a hard team to beat.
they
Like
are.
I think they're such a hard team to beat. The fact that you beat them and Jaden McDaniels is like follow my lead, and all of a sudden Julius Randle's become a fucking second option or third option
It's like
again.
McDaniels. It's crazy. I'm like, Julius, you were supposed to be under Ant.
Yeah,
Let's keep it a buck.
and McDaniels the one that's going. And then we didn't even talk about Io. Like, what's Io saying?
When is he's done for done, right? I don't even know.
No, I think he should be back. This I don't know what maybe not game one or two, but he should be back. I think he.
Damn.
Uh, uh, yeah, no, man, it should be interesting. Interesting. Should be interesting, man. But that is the semifinals, man. Like I don't know what else we can say. I don't want to beat a dead horse for the Raptors anymore. Good season. Fuck it, man. Good season. Of course, it has its up and downs, but every season has its up and downs. You were 46 and 36. You had a 9 game winning streak. RJ was hurt at one point. Pirtle had a bad back. IQ was a little hurt.
Yeah.
Scotty was fine. BI played the most games he's played in like probably since his rookie season or something. So we're only gonna see what's gonna happen, and there will be changes. Now it's Bobby's turn, man. Bobby needs to make some changes. We focus on this draft. Hopefully, we get like something. And like to me, once again, Wiggins is a free agent. I'm not sure if Wiggins got paid a lot of money. Is he willing to take like a 3 year, $45 million contract?
Whoa. I don't know. I don't know about that.
I don't know. It's just let me look at Andrew Wiggins.
I know it's at home, but shit.
I know he's had some
Gotta come with some incentives. Like they give him a crib and all that shit. I don't know.
because he has a player option. You know what? He has a player option. He may stay. I took it. He has a player option for 30 mil. He may not leave.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, and you're saying 45 for three? He's got a playoff for 30?
Yeah, so his rookie extension was for 5 years, 147. And then he signed another with veteran extension for 4 year, 109. So how much did he want? It was another 100. And things Wiggins is still so young. Still so
How
young.
old is he? How old is he?
30.
He's 35? Why does it feel like he's been in the league longer?
Like he technically probably got like 7 more fucking years in him, seven, almost 8 more. Because Wiggins,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
not a flashy player and like that. Isn't Tobias Harris now 35? Paul George just turned 36 yesterday. So like you can't tell me Wiggins can't be a
yeah.
complimentary
Wiggins
player.
could. Yeah.
So
And
it's
plus, you already can hit the three and you play defense, so it's like teams are gonna fuck with you.
you know what I'm saying?
You're
He's
low maintenance
way
in that
more.
sense. You're like a
That's,
Dorian Finney-Smith. Like
that's what
you're
I'm
gonna be
saying.
around.
That's what I'm saying. So a guy like him, yeah, he could. Yeah, he probably get his. Get your 30 now. So then the following, you can get a. Maybe the Lakers will call him up. Maybe sign him to a because Luca needs some wing defenders around him, and that's what makes him good. But is there anything else you want to talk about today?
No, man, I'm just happy for the Raptors still we fought. You know what I mean? It was a great season. So you already know.
We fought, man. That's all we can ask from our teams, just to fight. This is a less crushing loss than a Game 7 World Series, man. It's way less crushing. That's why you just got to just
Yeah,
accept
way
some
less.
things just for happening. But
Way less.
for my boy YS, it's your boy Mike. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll talk again. Peace.